Good afternoon and welcome back to Life at Charlie's Rainbow Ranch. This week we are back home from the beach. It's a little bit chilly, but we're bringing the summer spirit with us. So today we're going to get started on creating putting together our Cuisinart 3-in-1 stainless 5-burner gas grill, complete with a side burner and smoker little thing. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and here we go. All right. First, we're going to go ahead and open the box, see what all we need, get ready to put it all together. Alright, it's open. Okay, we've got everything unboxed now, and so we're going to start getting everything put together. Instructions say that all we really need is a Phillips screwdriver and possibly some pliers or a wrench. Just got 2 sets of screwdrivers just in case. We'll get to the wrench if we need it. And so the first part, it looks like we're going to be setting up the base of the grill. So go ahead and get the leg pieces together and we'll start putting everything together. Well, come here. Okay, for step 1, looks like we're going to loosen the brackets on the top, and we're going to rotate all the brackets upwards and lock them into place. Help me out. That's 2 of them down so far. 2 more to go. Okay, after that, looks like we're going to go ahead and loosen the 3 screws on the inside of each one. Looks like this one only has 2, but we'll go ahead and attach the front panel to it. Just found out these are called keyhole screws. There's our front panel. Okay, next up, I'm going to go ahead and attach our side panels to this. Now I just got to find the side panels. Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and loosen the screws on the right side panel here. And then we're going to go ahead and add, just get started on that first. Don't get too far ahead of ourselves. Ripley is all about helping today. Missed us on our trip. Get that right. Fit the screws into the little keyhole slots. Make sure we get it even. Flush with the top. Let's tighten these screws up again. part is we're going to add the cart brace. So I'll have to find that. Here we go. Okay, at this point, make sure to check the inside of the grill as there's additional pieces in there. That's where you'll find the, what is this? The cart brace. So go ahead and attach that to our left side pane. Okay, at this point I think it's safe to remind everybody that I'm not a professional. Alright, next up we're going to be removing the bottom screws down here and attaching the cart base. Make it easier, we'll just flip it over. I'm just going to call it a hunch and say this is the base. There we go. Work smarter, not harder, right? Next up, we'll be making the back. It looks like we'll basically do the same thing on the back here. Just take these screws out on the bottom and attach it to the base. First one's always the most difficult. The rest just seem to fall in place. Don't have one. All right. Go ahead and flip the back over. Okay, next up, we're going to go ahead and install the casters. So we're going to go ahead and flip the base upside down. To install the casters, it says put them in a locked position. So unlocked, locked. Flip it right side up and get started on the next part. Next up, we put on the griddle screws here, or griddle hooks. I already got one on. Make sure that they're seated this way. Put the nut and the washer on the back side. And I'm just going to go ahead and hand tighten them. On the side that has the brace. It says on the inside, we're gonna go ahead and loosen the bottom 2 inner screws. And there's a bar that we're gonna install. This guy here. On the side of the grill itself here, we're going to go ahead and loosen this back screw, and then we're going to take these 2 off, and then come over to the base unit. We're going to go ahead and slide that back panel onto here, fit the front part onto here. Here we go. Actually, I got that backwards. The back one we're going to loosen, and the front 2 we're going to unscrew. Maybe I got that right. I don't remember. Alright, now we're going to set the body of the grill on the cart. Make sure that the screw jobs into the rear cart brackets. The instructions do say it's easier with the second person, but we're winging it. Okay, now the main grill's on it. Next up, we're going to assemble the 2 side tables. One's the burner and one's the prep station. Then on the side of the unit, there's 4 screws here. Looks like we're going to go ahead and loosen those on each side and put the wings on. So let's start with loosening the screws. Looks like we need to loosen one of them a little bit more. Alright, next up we're going to add the burner plate. It's the same concept as the other side. This one's just a little bit more complicated because there's 2 more screws. But the concept's the same. On the side of it, you remove or not remove, but you loosen the 4 screws. And then you slide the keyholes onto it. And we slide it into place, but we don't tighten it just yet. Screw in a previous step, we slide on there just to connect it to the front plate, or the front of the grill. Then we got the screw with the washer. It goes on the inside here. And this one we will actually tighten. On the front, you want to make sure it's as aligned as possible so it looks nice and decent when it's all tightened. Perfect. And then you go ahead and tighten all your screws. Okay, now we're posting up underneath the grill. Looks like we're going to go ahead and install the burner. So says, first up, we're going to remove the wing nut and remove the burner itself. Ah. I have to go around the other side. And we put the knob on the outside. This little thing is the burner venturi. We need to make sure this goes over the valve nozzle. And then we're going to go ahead and reattach the screw here, or the wing nut. And then we're going to attach the igniter wire to the electrode. There we go. Alright, next up we're going to go ahead and attach a heat shield and attach some screws. Let's go grab those parts. Next up, we're going to go ahead and install the heat shield, and then I think we're done on this side. Right, Meme? Getting towards the final steps here. In the back, go ahead and slide in our grease tray. I believe it's our grease trap, our grease cup. All set there. All right, we're hitting the home stretch here. So next up, we go ahead and put our smoker tube over on the heating pad side. Okay, after the little incident with the wind, now we're gonna finish up. So next thing we're gonna do is pop the griddle underneath it, and the final thing to do is get the cast iron in the main grill part. Griddle storage, check. Next up, we're putting in our heat tents. Got our grill plates here. A little packing foam off of it here. Last little piece. And there you have it. The Cuisinart 3-in-1 stainless 5-burner gas grill. Only 2 steps left. Gonna do an initial run on it. Burn off all the excess paint, manufacturing chemicals, whatever else is in there. And then test it out. So, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Life at Charlie's Rainbow Ranch. Happy grilling!